My beard is getting really long. Time to trim it down.
And gray.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and there's Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Brooke's playing around on Instagram, so she can't send us off.
Yeah.
I just saw it alert.
We'll go ahead and start. Looks like we'll probably have some other people coming in, but we're gonna make this real quick unless anybody else has anything they want to talk about. We're really just wanted to make sure that everybody is understands the whole CDA process. I'm sure everybody does. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
I know most of us, have, anytime we send in a contract to the title company, we get the response of, go ahead and send me your CDA. And normally we have to tell them, well, we don't, we're not using CDAs. And I know when I tell them that, sometimes they're surprised. Evidently, most brokerages these days are using CDAs, the commission disbursement authorizations, just to make things easier. Number one, it makes things easier for bookkeeping. It makes things easier on the brokerage. But it also makes it easy for the agent. You're able to decide how you receive your part of the commission, whether you want it to, if you want to pick it up at the title company office, if you want to have it sent to a Mid-City office, if you want to have it sent directly to your home, if you want to have it wired directly to your bank account, it's up to you. If you tell the title company that you want it wired to your bank account, they're going to send you an additional form, with asking you to set up the wire, or provide them with the wiring instructions, your bank account number and your routing number and all that good stuff. Well, again, it's up to you. You guys can decide how you prefer it, but it will make things easier for everybody, I think. Obviously now with the two offices, it'll prevent us from having to, you calling us and asking, well, which office should I get my check at? Or, it'll prevent that confusion. We don't want there to be confusion. We always want to make sure you guys are paid, as soon as possible. Michael and I came from Weicker, Joe Corbin, like some of you did, and he was always against CDAs. I think, maybe he was just kind of afraid of them, and he loses some control. A broker loses some control with a CDA, but in my opinion, it's the wave of the future. As long as I have a chance, either Michael or myself have to review them, before they get submitted to the title company, I don't see a problem with it. It's going to make life easier for everybody. So, starting now, we're gonna use them. Any new contracts you execute, please, please at some point, and the earlier the better, fill out a CDA. You don't have to wait, close to closing. Some of these title companies will ask you for a CDA right away, and the reason they do that is that they want to get things organized on their end so that it's seamless. Some of them may ask you for a CDA, in week one of escrow, and that's fine. I mean, you obviously at that point you know what your commission is going to be. Obviously, there could be some changes if you reduce the sales price. That commission is going to change, and you would have to at some point. Hey Kim, you would have to at some point resubmit a new one, but in most of the deals that we do, the sales prices don't change. I would say 80% of the time they don't change, but if the sales price does change, you may have to resubmit. But anyways, for now, just make sure that you're submitting a CDA to the title company for all new transactions. And even if there's some that just recently went into escrow and you want to send a CDA into the title company, you may still be able to. It's up to you. If not, we're just going to have to coordinate things with checks and pickup and things like that, and we'll do what we have to do to make that easier for you for contracts that are already in escrow. So don't worry about that. We'll just make it a point to continue to put the checks in the boxes at the downtown office like normal, and we'll try our best not to delay that. But I know everybody's probably looked at the CDA form. Mickey did a great job getting that form up and running. There is a couple of changes that we're going to make to it today. So please, any forms that you have already, delete those, and we'll send out a new one in the email today, and we'll also put a new one up on the Google Drive. It's very minor changes, but we want to make it as easy and less confusing as possible for everybody involved. So a couple little changes we're going to make, and then other than that, everything's pretty clear. On the top, you got the title company information. Towards the middle, you have the property information. You check whether you're repping the buyer or the seller. And then, below that is the payout area, where, you list, the splits, right? You list what split goes to MidCity, that there's a blank for you to put in your name and the split that goes to you. If there happens to be a rebate or a credit to your client, you can put that in the third spot. And then the bottom just lists the total commission, which, is helpful for us to see when we're approving it. But what else?
So Chad, you're just putting the percentage, is that correct?
No, total commission is going to be total amount of commission.
So it's not a percentage, you want the amount to
Yep,
figure that out.
yeah.
Okay.
True. Yeah. And we may add something to clarify that on that line. But that's what we want, is the total amount. That way the first three lines will equal the bottom line.
Right.
And then again, here to the side, you can choose if you want a wire, if you want, pickup, which, would mean, pickup at title company, and then office delivery would be the green office at 1067 FM 306. And then other, if you have some other, I don't know what else it could possibly be. But you could always make some notes there if you needed to, but most of you are going to probably want to put either wire, pickup, or actually other is probably going to be mailed or sent to your home address, right? And that of course will be either FedEx, which most of the time they'll do FedEx. Sometimes they do mail, but we may change that to make that more clear, because but again, it's up to you guys how you want it. Wire, pickup at title company, MidCity office delivery, or sent to your home. You guys can decide. We're going to try to clear that line up too, to make sure that everybody is more clear on that. And then of course the bottom is just for our use, for either a place for me or Michael to sign, and the date and signature. Does anybody have any questions so far on the CDA?
I guess I do.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
So on the bottom part where it says office use only, it's not something that y'all have to, do you need to sign off on that before we send it over? Or is that just for?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not going to be able to submit these to the title company until that bottom part is signed by us.
Okay.
I have a question about y'all's signatures. Does that need to be a wet signature that we have to bring it in, or can we send it to you to sign via DocuSign?
No, we're gonna just have you guys email these CDAs to transactions@MidCity, and in the subject line, just start it with CDA and then the address of the property, and then we'll put it into DocuSign ourselves and sign it and email it back to you. So yeah, don't worry about that. Just email it to transactions@midcity.com. And then either Michael and I will grab it, put it into DocuSign, and we'll get it back to you right away. Anything else? Anybody else? Let's see. Yeah, and it'll be either myself or Michael will be the only ones signing these right now, but that could change. But for now, just Michael or myself will be signing them. So get them in early. Don't waste any time getting them in. Just make it a point on your sheet or whatever that you use to keep track of your transactions to submit CDA to broker, and we'll get them signed right away. And then what else? Mickey, do you have anything you want to say?
So
If anybody needs any help with Google Drive or any of that good stuff, don't hesitate to reach out to Mickey. She'll help you. She's going to resend out these forms as well once we make the corrections. But it'll take us some time to get it all situated, and we'll figure it out. It'll be pretty seamless eventually. Would anybody, and you can be honest, would y'all rather not use the CDAs? Would you rather keep things like they are? Does anybody have any opinion on that?
Anybody opposed to getting the money faster?
Yeah, does anybody not like getting paid quicker? I don't know. Here's Michael. Michael, you got anything you want to put out?
Any thoughts on that? You guys good with the disbursement authorization form?
I have a
With it either way.
Okay, as long as you get your money.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Two of my
Yes.
closings are like March and then June, July, August timeframe, like longer. Should I already, when we get the new form, then do the CDA for those? Since they're
Yeah,
like
I would.
longer,
if
I mean,
you're
even though
already in
they're
a
already,
situation,
huh?
my recommendation would be, as soon as you're outside of your option period, if it's a resale contract, that would be a good time to go ahead and take care of that. Now, if you're in a situation where it's new construction, nothing's going to change, you can go ahead and put it into place as soon as possible.
Yeah, both
That way
of them are
everybody
new.
has a copy.
Yeah, both of them are new builds, so just go ahead and, okay.
Yep. Yep, that's how I would do it. Any other questions? Oh, mention to them about the office furniture.
Oh yeah, so you all know, I was hoping to see more people here today, but you guys all know that Michael and I have moved over to the green office, but we're still keeping the downtown office. In fact, we had Justin. We bought some new furniture. We built some new furniture, and that should be completed today, making that downtown space a little nicer. And we're going to continue to make sure that you have everything you need for those of you that use that space, whether it be on a regular basis or just to drop in to meet a client or sign a whatever. That space is available for now. We may end up reducing it down to one office, depending on the usage of that downtown space. But again, we're going to have that place situated this week with the new furniture and chairs. So
Did y'all
and of
keep
course-
both sides, Chad, or is it just one room?
No, we did for now. We're keeping
Okay.
both for now. We may eventually reduce that down to just one side, just because it's expensive. But we're also looking at potentially offering it up as a sublease to either a team of our agents or individual agents who want their own desk space. We may look at doing that. But if it's not getting used in any way, then we'll probably just give up one space. We want to keep at least one for now, for as long as we can, because we have that sign out there. And I just think, we got some agents that live closer to the downtown office. So if you need to use that and utilize that space, I want to make it an option for you, to use the printer or to just, get away from your home for, a day if you need to. or to meet a client, for now, both spaces are available, but that may change in the future down to just one space depending on usage.
Yeah, and on the weekend, to print something up or to do anything, just know that you've got access.
Yeah. This place now, we're actually working today to get some more furniture in here and some spaces for agents to work if they happen to be on this side of town. So, we've got a kitchenette, our own private bathroom, printer, everything you need. So don't hesitate. You guys can all have access, already have access to the door at the green office using the last 4 digits of your phone number to enter into the front door. But yeah, that's all I've got. I didn't want to drag this out this morning. I know it's Monday and I'm still half asleep myself. So I didn't want to drag it out, but we will be having another mastermind Zoom meeting later this month. The next week or so, we'll give you guys a heads up on that. And if you don't have any more questions, we'll end it now. And
Is that meeting going to go over the contract changes?
yeah, we'll talk about those. I'm still looking at those, and
Okay.
we'll talk about those. It didn't seem like they're all that big of a deal, but we'll talk about it and make sure everybody understands. And yes, ma'am. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? Lorena, how you doing? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Lorena. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Did you have a question?
So for the CDA, I have a closing coming up. It was supposed to be this Friday, but possibly next week. Is it too late to submit one, or should I still submit it?
You can try.
Conversation with
The title company might say it's too, but yeah, you can try. Some title companies may accept them up until the day of closing, but some of them may require them earlier. So again, if you have current contracts in escrow and you want to submit a CDA, shoot it over to us. We'll sign it real quick, and then you can submit it to the title company. So yeah, it's worth a shot.
Okay. I'll try it.
Okie dokie. Good deal. All right, y'all. Have a good day and a good week, and let us know if you need anything. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.